And I'm live. Good morning. Good morrow, dear fine fellows, or whatever. I don't know why I went. Should we go French? Buongiorno. No, that's That's Italian. Christ alive. Bonjour, mon petit chauffeur. Ça va? There you go. That was French. Okay. Should we just do it in English? I'm not Eddie Izzard. I can't do the whole show in French. I wish I could. Good morning, Lexi Licious. Good morning, Jane Everton. Good morning, Bumblebee and Jade Knight and Julie Pearson. Oh, Lord. And Laurel and Dosh and Claire Borden. Claire count one. Claire Borden says, reporting for Claire duty. Josh says he'll have to listen while he drives. Don't watch while you drive, Josh. Be safe. Good morning, Karin Shazad. Good morning, Linda UK and Jason. And have I said Julie Coe already? Good morning again, Julie Coe, just in case I'm. Oh, that was Julie Pearson. Good morning. With two Julies in already. Good morning, Lisa J. Laney. Good morning, Tess. Josh says, I need milk. Is that safe to get? Yes, milk doesn't carry the coronavirus, Josh, you muppet. I'm very confused. Good morning, Chris Tyler, Pixie Dust Gaming. Good morning, Crispy. Good morning, Jojo. Jojo says good evening. I don't know what time it is there, Jojo, but good evening to you. And good morning, Steve, my favourite Steve. Ian, my favourite Ian. Kazi Carl and Auntie Sue. Oh, and they're still coming. Good morning, Joy Dickerson. Good morning, Michaela Smith. I hope you are all well. Not contracting anything unpleasant of any kind. And not panicking too much, unlike Steve, who says everybody should panic. We are British, or at least the bulk of us are, and we shall stay calm and carry on. Good morning, Andrea Turner. Josh says, also, can I have a moan that the only people showing any signs of illness today were the older people, coughing and sneezing into the open air without covering faces? It's unlikely that they've got coronavirus. It's unlikely that you'll get coronavirus. And you can't moan that they're all older people because you're 7, so everyone's older than you. Everyone's older than you, Josh. You're literally, apart from babies, you're the youngest person on the planet. So everyone's older than you. Good morning, Claire Plank, Claire Count 2. And Lex says, can't wait for the end of days getting my shotgun. Jojo says it's 5:53 p.m. there. I don't know where you are, Jojo. I think you're in Australia, but you might be in New Zealand. You could be anywhere, to be honest. I've lost track of where everybody is. I should have a big map with little pins in, shouldn't I, to say where you all are. Good morning, Craig the Monocle. Julie says, you're okay, Carly. You have lots of biscuits. I'm down to 2 packets. In my defence, like I did say to the ladies' chat the other day, the video was recorded a few days before it went up, so I haven't gone through all those biscuits in 2 days. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Shirley. Josh says he's moaning they don't seem to care, coughing and sneezing. Well, perhaps they've taken the point of view that if they're going to die of coronavirus, they're going to take you with them. And Lex is suggesting that Jojo might be in the Australia, in Australia. She's in the Australia. I sound like somebody's nana. Up that London. Good morning, Bad Wolf. Cara says those biscuits are so Moorish, I don't blame you. Everybody should leave the world's best biscuits alone because there might be a shortage and I'll need them. Good morning, Antoinette Daly. Are you all well? Are you all tickety-boo and flippity-flop and getting through it all? Yeah, you're all okay? I don't know what's going on with the camera. It seems to be a bit skew with your doodles. I'm okay. If anybody cares, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I'm a bit backachy, but then I'm always a bit backachy. I don't think that's a sign of anything. But have you noticed how when something like this goes around, we start to analyse every little ache and pain and hands up, come on, own up if you've Googled symptoms of coronavirus to find out whether your bad hip or your stubbed toe or the fact that your coffee burnt your tongue is actually a symptom of coronavirus. Own up. What's the matter, buddy? Buddy's sitting behind me making stupid noises. Cara says you'll get loads in the post now. If anybody wants to send me the world's best biscuits, my address is... Josh says, how much should I spend? I don't know. Not very much. I spent £7.50 of what I spent was for the house, so that's downstairs, so that doesn't count anyway. Steve says, shall I turn to cannibalism yet? You said you wouldn't eat me if I was on a desert island, but you never said anything about coronavirus. Yeah, see, Lex and Jade are both admitting that they've been Googling stuff. Back Wolf says, is my clicky knee a symptom of corona? If it is, mate, then I've had corona a long time because my knee sounds like castanets. Karen says, don't mention the hip, you'll wake it up. Yeah, Julie Curry's putting her hand up. See, it's weird, isn't it? Even though we know damn well that, like I said, a stub toe is not a symptom, we still have a quick check. Shirley says everybody's panic buying in Australia. Supermarket shopping scary today. Nothing on the shelf hardly. About a while before I starved to death. The funny thing is, fat people can starve to death just as quickly as thin people, which is bizarre because you would expect to live off your fat for a while. It doesn't work that way. Tess says I've got a cough and a sore throat, so I'm doing the responsible thing of staying home with a bottle of wine. Well done, Tess. That's the right attitude. Nice bottle of wine. Kirsten's in. Good morning, Kirsten. Steve says, times have changed, Carlo. I'd cover you in Nando's sauce now. Times have changed. Didn't take long, did it, mate, before you reverted to cannibalism? Not even housebound yet. Lex says her mum's livid at the idea of having to stay in. Oh, dear. And Tess has any excuse for a bottle of wine. Molly, I don't think he wants you to wash his face for him. I mean, it's very kind of you. It's very kind of you, but I think he'll do it himself. Or not bother. She's very nice, Abby. Good morning, Mike. Mike is out of hospital unless he's gone back in when I wasn't looking. Julie Pierce says the problem is if you self-isolate, you can't get an online food order for over a week. Good morning, Kate Kinder, and I thought I'd missed somebody. Just while I'm here, if anybody is experiencing a shortage of something they really need in their area and you want us to look out for it and maybe post it to you, do let us know. You know, if it's something that you urgently need, like I know Cheryl Pound Girl couldn't find baby formula in her area. So if you do need something, do let us know, and we will all do our best to come together as a community and help each other out. And if that means sending a parcel of food, then we'll send a parcel of food. Let us know if any of you get into the position where you're truly screwed and you don't know what to do. We're our community and we will pull together. Well, I'll pull together, and I'm sure the rest of you will pull with me because I'll just drag you along. Okay, good morning, Malcolm, Deb Hughes. Oh, God, I've just woken up my Google thing. It wants to know how it can help. There you go. It wants to help. Yeah, Mike is home at the moment. Looking forward to going out in the wet in later. Good morning, Maria Clark. Ian says, Nando's peri color. Could you eat some biscuits just for flavour? Bumblebee says, gin, please. Karen says, can you send me cake? Karen, you know how to make cake. I'm sure you can make cake. I'll send you cake ingredients. Jane Everton would like a busty blonde. This is not going the way I planned it. Jojo says, send toilet paper to Australia and chocolate. I would willingly send you toilet paper. How long will it take to get to Australia? Seriously, I mean, surely that's probably about a 6-week delivery or something. Can you send it by GSP? Steve says he needs all the baby formula. He hasn't got any babies. Good morning, Sam. Shazad says main symptoms include irrational behaviour, loss of common sense, lack of perspective. Conservatively, over 10k people died yesterday of hunger. Yeah, Malcolm says how long till the postal service stops and no parcels are able to move. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. This is literally the approach I'm taking is I'm sure it will be fine. Obviously, it's not going to be fine for everybody. I'm not saying that people dying doesn't matter, but what I am saying is we can't all run around like headless chicken because that isn't going to make anything better. Good morning, Claire James, Claire Count 3, and good morning, Sandy Beach. Josh asked how much I spent, didn't he? And I didn't tell him because I got sidetracked. 3, 4.5, 9.5, about 12.5 quid. About 12.5 quid, not including what I bought for myself for the house. So yeah, not bad. Good morning, Bronwyn. Jane says, I'm perplexed. Why toilet paper? Is anyone else confused? I think it's been that self-perpetuating problem. So everybody thought, I'm going to be sneezing a lot. I'll buy a lot of bog roll. Because people tend to use bog roll instead of tissues, I find. Because it's cheaper. And then people noticed that other people were buying a lot of bog roll, and they thought, people are buying a lot of bog roll, I ought to buy some too. And before you know it, it's literally a self-perpetuating problem, is that now everybody believes that they should buy toilet roll, and so everybody's buying toilet roll, and so there isn't enough toilet roll. However, can you imagine Mr. Andrex? He must be like, literally counting off his dollars. And all the people who work for Andrex are getting plenty of work, aren't they? They're all doing overtime. Hi, Bronwyn. I think I said Bronwyn, didn't I? Mike says coffee is important for me, and freeze milk and ice cube for 1 or 2 defrost in the microwave for all important coffee. Yeah. Hi, Patricia. Steve says, as a straight male, I feel times like these I need all the help and supplies. As a straight male, not entirely sure that your sense of perspective is right there. Yeah, Mr. Andrex is absolutely chuffed to bits, isn't he? And Mr. Paracetamol, all of those massive seagull just went past the window. I thought it was coming in. All of those pharmaceutical companies are all sitting. Well, I mean, they were sitting pretty anyway, aren't they? But they're all very cheerful. Yeah, Karen says I bought a couple of cartons of long life milk because I can't go without my morning coffee. I've got a jar of dried milk in the back of the cupboard. I think we've had it about 10 years. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't care. I don't drink milk, so I only prevent. And Marcus, has anybody got old newspapers? That's the way it will end up going, with no bog roll on the shelves. It will be a simple case of cut up a newspaper. Our ancestors managed without toilet paper. Toilet paper's only been around 100 years. You will cut up a newspaper. You will use a newspaper to remove any solid residue, said she, trying very nicely to not bring the tone of the stream down too far. And then you will have a wet cloth in a bucket of Milton sterilising fluid. And you'll have a pile of cloths. You won't have one cloth. Not one cloth between the family. I don't know why I'm doing this. God help me. There will be a small pile of cut-up rags. Okay? And you will use the cut-up rag, and then you will drop it into the bucket of sterilising fluid, and then it will go into your washing machine. And this is how we cope. Mandy's just super chatted £10. Thank you so much, Mandy. Just send me all your stock. If I sent everything I bought today, it'd be a very small parcel. But I will show you in a sec. Thank you very much, Mandy. That's very generous of you. I shall spend it wisely on newspapers and bits of rag. And Julie says, stocked up on chocolate buttons. Morning, Nadine. Lainey says she's got dock leaves in her garden. I think all I've got in mine is nettles, and I'm not wiping my bum on those. Good morning, Shiv. Shirley Bowden says, keep calm and carry on. Isn't that the slogan from 1939? We're going back there, aren't we? Yeah. Bad Wolf says, I've got plenty of packaging supplies, and I'll use that when the toilet paper dries up. I've got cardboard, although I feel like it would be less comforting than a rag on a stick. And I'm not sure bubble wrap's going to work, is it? Mike says, I'm giving good helpful advice this morning. And Michael says, there's the tone lowered. Karen says she's got enough fabric to use as loo roll to last 10 years. Well, that's another point as well. Look at the amount of cloth stock I've got here. If I start cutting up the clothes, I've got enough rags to last us a long time. Morning, Heather. Ian says, important notice, there's toilet paper, bread, pasta, rice, milk and champagne in Harrods. Please let my driver know if you need anything. Sarah's in. Sarah Resells, who joined me for Wednesday night's Master Reseller. She's dock leaves, Lainey. My dad always told me to use those when I needed a wee down the farm. Where are we? Oh, Claire Riley's in. Good morning, Claire. Count 4. Steve's still claiming that as a straight male, you get first dibs on everything. Julie says, what if Reese's are running out? I've still got quite a good stock left over from Christmas. I'm not too worried about the Reese's. Tyler Heron says, Brits can no longer travel to America. They're scared we'll buy all their toilet roll. Can you imagine people going on trips to America with empty suitcases and coming back with all the TP? Shirley Bonus says, our sewer systems are getting blocked from people using the wrong paper. Yeah, I must admit, I've seen somebody buying kitchen roll and cutting that up to make toilet. It's not the same stuff. Lisa Richardson says, good morning, Carla. What will be made better by you on the tube. Thank you. Shazad, who actually doesn't know what he's talking about here, says, I've been more concerned with the lack of basic medicines running out. The amount of medicines out of stock is ridiculous. It's hard to explain to patients why they aren't getting the sugar meds. Mandy says, I'll just cut up on my clothes that won't bloody sell. Exactly. Lex says, can coronavirus get into the internet? Yes, it's a virus. Imagine, thing is, there are going to be people out there who turn on their computer and their antivirus software is going to go virus detect, and they're going to be, ah! Mike says, bubble wrap's nice and soft and you can reuse it after getting it right from the wash. Malcolm says he had to stock up on ibuprofen with codeine as the doctors are cutting down Zapane dose. Do remember, yeah, if you don't need a shitload of paracetamol or stuff, don't buy it. It doesn't cure coronavirus. I don't know. And there are people out there who do need it. Let's all just be sensible, shall we? It's now been 15 minutes. I've been talking about coronavirus and having a poo for 15 minutes. This is not how I planned my morning live show to go. Good morning, Elisa. Shall I show you what I bought at the car boot sale? I got this Cath Kidston bag. The lady had 2 Cath Kidston bags. One of them was brand new with its tags, but she wanted 15 quid for it. And although it was brand new, it was a almost a hard case boxy style, and it was a bit squished. And I was like, it's not in its. But you only wanted a £5 for this one. This is in quite nice condition. I will give it a quick run through the washing machine, I think. This is the style that I actually wanted to buy, but I wanted the larger one for myself. So that was a £5. It's in nice condition. That would probably get me a good 20 quid, I would have thought. Guesstimate. Has it got a Corona tissue in it? No, there's no tissues. No persons were harmed in the buying of this bag. Deb says it'd be frightening using bubble wrap when the bubbles pop. Shiv says, Carla, as well as showing us recipes, another topic, what can I use instead of? Okay, and then I bought this. Do we know in the chat what this is? I'm sure we do. If you watched my cooking video that I did, the first collaboration, oh, it's pissing down again. The first collaboration video I did with Kirsten, Karin, and Caroline, don't get drunk and try and get that right, you will have seen me using one of these, although mine doesn't look quite like this one. Shirley says Australia's brought in 14-day isolation for anyone arriving from overseas. Lex says it's a speculum with a dodgy bit in the middle. Claire Riley says, "Don't take ibuprofen with a chest infection." I read yesterday. I'm not handing out any medical advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Elisa said they closed all the schools in my state for 2 weeks. Kay Gilson's in. Good morning, Kay. Shirley says, very pretty bag. Oh, it's all scrolled off. So yes, it is a potato rice. It is by a brand called Kuhn Recon, which is Swiss design, and it's a really nice quality potato ricer. So I was quite impressed with it. That bit releases, I believe, said she, and chopped her fingers off and riced her fingers in the process. But yeah, so they sell for £20 new, so I would expect to be able to pull a good $12.99 on that, because it doesn't look like it's been used, if I'm honest. Absolutely no signs of use whatsoever. So that was £1.50. It's a potato ricer. You're not a potato. Please don't get your head in the bag. Guess who's got his head in the bag? Surprise, surprise. Get out of the bag. Kai, out of the bag. Then he sits down and looks at his goes, just about, can you see his head? I can just see his head in the corner of my screen. So yeah, that was £1.50, and that should get me a good 12, 13 quid, I would have thought, easily. And then from the same guy, I bought the next 6 things. So I got 2 Fox and Ivy mugs. I love these. These are sold in Tesco. They're not particularly rare. Oh, that's got something sticky on it. Ew. Let me just find a little wet wipe. Look at me squandering wet wipes randomly. Just shows how rich I am, you see. It's showing off my wealth to you. I think that's ketchup. I don't know why it's got ketchup on it, but I think that's what it is. Okay. Pretty mucky as well, so he's obviously had it hanging around in his car boot box for a while. There we go. So these are Fox and Ivy mugs. They sell these in Tesco's. They're not massively expensive, but somebody's got $12.95 for this one on eBay. So I might put them on as a pair. I might not. I bought them actually with the idea that I might keep them because they're so nice. I don't need mugs. As I said last week, I don't even drink out of a mug, but these are just so lovely. But yeah, so might list those as a pair if I smash them in the next 5 minutes, once I've got the tomato sauce off them. No, Karen, I haven't. At this rate, there won't be one in the shops. Ian says, Molly, don't put your head in the bag. It's caused me many problems over the years. True story. It's not Molly, it's Kai. Kai's the one with the head in a bag. Yeah, Sam says somebody's ketchup off their burger. Hi, Jessie. Lex says, as someone who's only gay on a Tuesday, I'm offended by your heterosexual presence, Steve. Tuesday. And then it says Tuesdays are gay days, which immediately reminded me of, was it Leslie Crowther? What a gay day. What's going on with my hair? This bit here that I keep trying to tame is just doing its own thing. We'll let it all run free. I did get those home in one piece. I did. Karen says, Alex is bossy on a Wednesday, but maybe only to me. It's her go to boss you on a Wednesday. I boss you the rest of the week. And then, so those were 50p each. And then from the same guy, these were also 50p each. These are M&S stacking mugs. I'm sorry about the light. These will sell for a good $8.95 each. They were originally sold in a stack of 4 in a holder, but people always break one and want to replace them. So I should get £8.95 each on the mugs. The bowls, no idea, because I didn't know they did the matching stacking bowls. And I can't find any on Completed and Sold or listed. So no idea about those. They're a bit of a mystery. Shirley Bowman says massive cup of tea in those mugs. In this one or this one? These ones are they're fair old size, but the tall ones are nice. Larry Grayson. Who did I say? Leslie Crowthers. A completely different person. Larry Grayson. Yeah, what a gay day. Okay. Mandy says if we're on lockdown for a month, will you have enough stock to list it? Mandy, if we're on lockdown for 6 months, I'll have enough stock to list. Seriously, I've got a lot of shit here. There's a lot of shit in this house that I need to list. There's a cupboard full of stock there. There's a pile of stock here that's grown over the last week. There's stock in the loft that I haven't even thought about going near. I'm good. I am good. And then there's my own stuff that I keep sitting in my house looking around going, I don't need that. I should declutter. So yeah, I am all right for stuff to list, particularly if sales stop. Then I won't need to list anything, will I? Bad Wolf said, did you chip any of those mugs today? I have not chipped them. I've got them all home in one piece. Martina is in and says, good morning all. With all this mass hysteria, does anyone know of anyone who's actually tested and actually has it? No, I don't. I don't know of anyone in my personal acquaintance circles who actually got any symptoms or anything. I'm not saying those people don't exist. I'm just saying that, I've not met anyone who knows anyone who's got it. So Sam's off to the £1 charity shop to stock a pile of clothes just in case she runs out of bog roll. And Shirley says, yeah, the tall ones, they're lovely, aren't they? I think they're really nice. It's a good old tall mug. And then everything else is fill a bag. So Josh, are you still here? Of course, Josh was driving home, wasn't he? So he can't type. I'm just wondering if he did fill a bag. I expect he did because it's what he lives for. Okay. So in my fill a bag this week, I got 2 tins. These are jammy dot. Oh, but they're a bit echoey. Whoa. I sound like I'm playing a frenulum. Is it called frenulum? Molly came to say. It's weird, isn't it? Is it weird? Is Mummy old? Yeah, I love you. Well, I got rid of her. Shiv says, I love Gay's question. Who was the man who said chase me? Oh, chase me. Was it John Inman? Don't know. I think it was John Inman. Nadine says, my sales have stopped completely. Everyone's spending the money on toilet paper. See, I've got 2 of those Jammy Dodgers tins, and a full one sold for $12.99. Obviously, there's no Jammy Dodgers in there, and if there were, I would be consuming them. But even so, I've sold those in the past. The tall biscuit tins, the Jammy Dodgers tall biscuit tins with a bobbly top, they sell better. Elisa says, no sales completely halted in the last week. Mine have slowed down. Duncan Norvell, apparently, not John Inman. The name doesn't sound familiar to me, and yet I'm sure if I googled him, I'd find him. Okay. And can we have a drum roll, please? Drum roll in the chat. For the 3rd week running, I have purchased a Cath Kidston mug. For the 1st week in those 3 weeks, I have got it home without smashing it. Hurrah! I did find a home for the 2 chipped mugs. So you remember last week there was a little chipped, I think it was a Pastimes mug, although I've forgotten off the top of my head. And the week before that, there was a chipped Cath Kidston mug. And I did say, did anybody want them free of charge? Because the chips were on the side where you wouldn't drink out of. And I know some people aren't that bothered. But obviously, I wasn't going to be able to sell them. And it seemed a shame because they were so pretty. And somebody who was in the chat, I think it was Alison. I don't know if she's here today. I'm not sure. But anyway, she had bought some craft stuff off me. And she said, oh, well, I would like them. So I chucked them in her parcel and off they went. So there we go. Lex says drops mug. So yes, I got it home without dropping it. Hooray! Just put it down very carefully and step away from it. But yeah, so the chipmunks did get rehomed. Also in my filler bag for £3 today. So let's see if we can keep a running count of how many we've got as well. So 2 tins and 1 mug so far. Jesse says he saw some Cath Kidston mugs in a charity shop yesterday. Did you buy them, Jesse? Pardon me. Good morning, Carrie. It also in my bag for £3. I've got this ball of wool. This is for my mum. She wants to have a little tinkle at crocheting. She used to crochet years ago. I got some hooks a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot to get her any wool. So I chucked that in today. And I'm trying to hold it so you can see the colours, but it's kind of a white with a green and blue fleck. So I chucked that in. Yeah, Sailorways just asked the same question. If you don't mind, can I ask, do you personally know someone who's died from coronavirus? I'm asking a lot of everyday people on here today to see what response I get. And no, I don't even know anybody who's shown any symptoms, let alone actually being diagnosed, and certainly not died. I'm not saying it's not real. Of course it's real, but it's still very rare. I think this is the thing. The media are making out that it's the media are leading us to believe that everybody's got it, and not everybody has got it. And a lot of people who get it won't even know they've had it, because you can contract it and get better from it very quickly with very little symptoms whatsoever. If you're a person who always has a cough, then having a cough and a temperature isn't going to register on your radar anyway. You know what I mean? And you might still get better from it that way. It's not some kind of killer virus that is mowing down everyone in its path. And by that, I don't mean that we don't care about the people who are going to die. I don't mean that at all, because I know some people are getting really, really cross and saying, oh, what? So only vulnerable people are getting it, so it doesn't matter. I don't mean that at all. But what I mean is that there is no need for mass hysteria. No need at all. You know? Certainly some people are going to be very compromised, and some people have absolutely every right to be worried and take all the precautions, and the rest of us should take precautions to look after those people. But it's not the Black Death. Jesse says they were £6 for 4. Oh, Jesse, you should have got those. You should have got those. If they were genuine Cath Kidston, you should have got those mugs, definitely. Where was that to? Go back, mate. Each one will sell for minimum $12.99. Go back. Okay. Also in the bag, a tennis ball. No dog's here to give it to apart from Buddy. He doesn't want it. Just rolled it towards Buddy and he went. Molly's got it. But yeah, so I mean, I always chuck in a tennis ball if I see one, because we've got dogs. I put in this brownie. Now, we would have called this a PE bag or a gym bag when I was at school. Do they still call them these? So it's just a little drawstring backpack. I don't know if they still call them PE bags. Your mum used to make your PE bag in the 70s. I mean, come the 80s and 90s. I mean, I didn't make one for my kids. They were things that you bought then. But certainly in the 70s, your mum made your PE bag for you. Mine had my initials on it. Massive, massive initials. Karen says, walked the dog at lunchtime yesterday and only saw 3 people, hardly anyone on the road either, to be honest. It made a nice change. Claire Riley says, it hasn't been blown out of proportion, it won't be rare. So I get that. It's not that I'm saying it's not coming, but it's not a case of if you get it, you will die, is what I'm trying to say. People seem to be behaving as though if I get it, that's the end. And it's not like that for everybody. And I think we need to retain some sense of proportion on that. You know what I mean? Certainly there are people for whom it will be really bad news, but there are other people for whom it will be a walk in the park, and we don't have the right. We don't have the right to behave like we're all as bad off as the people who are going to be bad off. Do you know what I mean? I'm not making myself very clear, and I'm probably causing offence. And if I'm causing offence, so be it, because I'm not causing offence deliberately. But what I mean is, in some cases, it's going to be a little bit like a thirsty person complaining to someone who walks 100 miles to get their water every day. Do you know? I'm not making myself clear. Okay. I'm going to call a halt to my end of the discussion of the coronavirus now, because I'm just going to dig myself deeper and deeper in. People get more and more offended, and I'm going to say stuff that people misconstrue. So There we go. Dawn Adams is in. Good morning, Dawn. Josh says 400 people trying to cram. He says Aldi. I thought he said into an Audi. I was like, 400 people trying to cram into an Audi. Is it one of those competitions? Okay. Carmen says I could die if I get it, so it is a bit of a worry, but I'm not offended. Like I said, I don't mean to offend people. I'm not suggesting that everybody's going to be fucking fine and you should all just shut up. That's not what I mean at all. But what I mean is we should just keep a sense of proportion. Anyway, yeah, Jesse said he read Josh's comment the same way and was thinking clown car. That's what I mean. I read it as 400 people trying to get into an Audi. Okay. So yeah, so I picked up this Brownies PE bag, and like I said, when in the 70s, my mum made my PE bag. But this is, I presume, this is for you taking your bit of your packed lunch when you go on a brownie trip or whatever. I don't know. No idea of value. No idea whatsoever. I picked up this because I was really hoping I'd find the lid. It is a butter dish. It's Typhoon, which is probably not a decent, but I really liked it and I wanted it for me. Can you see the? Move the camera so you can see the polka dots. Look. It's a really nice polka dot print, and I thought the problem with filler bag is that not always the two bits of something aren't in the same bag. So, like the agate coasters I bought a while ago, I found two in one bag, and then I found another two, and then I had to go back and find the first bag again, and you can't remember where it was. So, I've lost my train of thought. So I picked up this thinking I might find the lid in another bag, and then I didn't. So now I've got a butter dish with no lid. But it's quite nice anyway, isn't it? I might just keep cheese in it in the fridge or something. Something that doesn't need a lid. Cheese needs a lid. Why did I say that? Okay, think of something I can keep in my butter dish that doesn't need a lid. Okay. Vicky the toy hoarder's in. Jane Evans says I nearly crashed the other night. Not sure how it happened. So yeah, I could have been a goner. And Mike says I could have died twice last year from sepsis. We're all going to go, aren't we? Let's just hope we all go peacefully when it's our time. Shazad says, do you think your sales will be negatively impacted? He didn't say impactedly. Why would he say that? Do you think your sales will be negatively impacted? I personally think sales should increase as people will be shopping more online. I'm in two minds over that. One side of me says, again, bored people shop online more. But the other side of me says, but people who are worried about their income shop less. So, you know, yeah. Cara says, come back Brexit. We're not. Apparently, they are ramming through a load of changes to laws while we're not looking. While we're all distracted by the coronavirus, there's an awful lot of changes to laws going on while nobody's paying any attention. So there you go. There you go. There's a bit of a tin hat conspiracy for you. Ian says he dated a brown owl once. Jessie says I keep chocolates in it. They don't really last long enough, Jessie. Yeah, everybody's saying Reese's. Dog treats maybe. Vicky the toy hoarder, getting a second shout out, says, my husband gave me a look when I got a Carla shout out I was being in. And Lex says Royal Mail are doing contactless deliveries. Hermes do them already, as in you never fucking see them. And if you're lucky, you find your parcel. Oh, Tess SW, who was in the chat, or at least she was earlier on, sent me a parcel of stock earlier this week. She was getting rid of some of her death pile, and she said, I thought I'd send some of it to you and see if you could do anything with it. And I thought, that'd be fun. So this parcel arrived, except this parcel didn't arrive. The tracking said, signed for at your address at so-and-so time. And I said to Anthony, did you sign for my parcel? He was like, no, I didn't sign for anything. And I was like, where the fuck is it? We went out to put something in the bin, lifted the wheelie bin lid, and there's my parcel. Great. Cheers, Hermes. That's great. No card. No mention. Oh, by the way, we put your parcel in the bin. Excellent. That's what you call a contactless delivery. Yeah, Maddie says she believes Boris has set this all up while he conducts God knows what. Boris has probably started it. And Dawn says she kicked E. coli, so there you go. She's got a good old strong will to live. Jessie says our Hermes delivery driver drives the same car as my dad. Every time I see him, I mistake him. Dad! Oh, sorry. Dawn says, have I tried Reese's eggs? I have. I like Reese's eggs. They're very nice. Very nice. Also in my bag for £3. How many items have we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. I don't know what the hecky thump this is. It seems to be a handheld game. It's by Systema, who make chess games. I know that. It seems to turn on. I know, it says combat fighter. The screen's a bit faint, I've got to say. Although it comes on, it might not be in the best of conditions. But anyway, I have no idea whether it's worth anything, but I chucked it in the bag. It's a Systema combat fighter. If anybody's going, ooh, they're worth millions of pounds. Yeah, Mandy says Hermes left parcels behind her wheelie bin. I said, put it in the bin. Karen thinks Monty has a crush on Molly. Every time he hears her name, he sits there or maybe thinks you're calling him Carla. Right, let's have a go. Ready? Monty! Monty! Come on, Monty! Monty! Good boy, Monty. Monty, sit. Oh, Molly's here. There's no Monty in the room. She's like, who's Monty? Where's this bloke you're talking to? Alison says Royal Mail are genuinely going to knock on your door, leave it on the doorstep, and then run away. It's on the website. Fair enough. I like our postman. I wouldn't like him to get infected with anything. And Vicky says our car boots have all closed nationwide. Also in my bag for £3, a little pack of Hammer ironing paper, worth absolutely nothing on its own, but I quite often do Hammer bead bundles, so that will go in with that. Oh, look, here's my millions of pounds. You ready? I chucked this in because obviously, yes, yeah, I was a bit pleased as well, Tess. Obviously, this is the one that's going to make me a million. Camera moving, everybody feels sick. Ready? Hi, Lisa. Look what I've got. I've got a shiny Pokemon card. Now, I know nothing about Pokemon. I don't know who Gyarados is or Gyarados or whoever he is. I have no idea. But it's a shiny one. So that's plainly worth £11 million, and it's going to make me my fortune. Yes? Absolutely no idea. I just went, oh, look, Pokemon card. I'll chuck it in. Lex says, my postman's lovely. I'm going to miss giving him his morning snog. Will he miss it is the question. Lisa Cotton says, what's the Lisa count? To my knowledge, the Lisa count is at least 3. Lisa J was in earlier on, Lisa Cotton, and now Lisa Fenn. I don't think Lisa Heidinger's in, although I might be wrong. Mandy says it's a Chinese fake. It probably is. Probably is. Shazad said it was worth 1 billion. I prefer his answer. Right, Lisa, you've missed all the coronavirus talk, and I for one have decided that I'm not talking about it anymore because I'm going to end up upsetting somebody. So there we go. Throw away the key. Mark Karen says $1 million. See? Yeah, that's my shiny paper. That's my fortune right there, folks. I also chucked in, I'm going to fall off the chair, these and these. So you may know what these are before. If I show you this, will you know what this is? I've got a pair of those. And then I've also got... Oh, Josh says I missed a shocker today. Part of Steve's stall collapsed onto someone. He has a load of speakers stacked up on the end and it all fell over onto this lady and went crash. Ooh, so hope she's okay. Jesse says some of them are... Ones to look out for are secret rares. Look at the number and you want the second number to be smaller than the first. Which numbers? There's loads of numbers. It's covered in bloody numbers. I've got Dragon Rage 130 Hyper Beam GX 240. Is that what you mean? I don't know. If it is worth $1 million, I'll end up selling it for £1 because I won't understand. Yes, so they are Build-A-Bear. Dylan Evans of Dogsgate. Yeah, Molly, come here. That'd be so funny, wouldn't it? Put them on Molly and see what happens. I mean, obviously I won't before anybody writes into the RSPCA. But yeah, so Build-A-Bear roller skates, and then a pair of Build-A-Bear Converse-style trainers, and then another pair of Build-A-Bear roller boots. Oh, it's not, though. It's not. It's not. It's 2 pairs, because this also comes off of here. So they are shoes and skates again. So they went in and they will get me some money. Vicky says, where are my 1 gazillion tap points? I'm not qualified to give out tap points. You have to get those from Nick and Andrea. I can only give Carla points. And whilst you're welcome to a gazillion Carla points, I should warn you in advance that they are completely worthless. Buddy apparently believes there's somebody at the door. None of the other dogs do, which means there isn't. Buddy, there's nobody there. Buddy! Buddy! Sorry. Okay, give myself a sore throat now. Hi, Mary Smith. There's a number in that top corner, Jessie. It says 230. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Okay. Louise McPhail says a new battery, and I don't know what was that in reference to. I must have said something that I've forgotten about. Is that maybe the handheld game, the new battery, maybe? Karen says Buddy is special. Buddy really is special. Vicky says I'll take him. What will you take, Vicky? And Josh says Buddy seems to live with you full time again. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Yes. Chris Tyler says, press 1 if you fancy living next door to Carla screaming. My neighbours are very long-suffering and very nice people. Oh, Vicky says she'll take the Carla points. Okay, you can have a gazillion Carla points, but remember, they are absolutely useless. Okay, a pack of Canon photo paper. I've done surprisingly well with photo paper. I presume it's expensive to buy. I've never needed to buy any. Oh, God, has it got photographs in there of somebody? Oh, no, that's just the... No, these are somebody's photo. Oh, who's this? No, these are samples of what you will get if you use which paper. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I've done surprisingly well with that. I can't get that back in. Sod it, I'll do it in a bit. Jessie says it looks at the card you have it in the bottom left. Bottom left says weakness ×2, illus.5 band graphics, promo SM212, copyright 2019 Pokemon. I suspect it may not be worth anything. Leanne says if she lived next door, it would make her family sound more normal. And Nigel says I could be a lead singer of a female death metal band if I ever give up the reselling. And Claire Riley's cat is very alarmed by Buddy's barking. Sorry, Claire Riley's cat. Josh says Steve had a bolo today, but had the wrong bloody disc in. What was that? Was it the Ashes? Carrie says, is Molly in the room? She's not. No, she's in the doorway. Did you want her, Carrie? Molly, come here, darling. Come and say good morning to Carrie. Come up. Come on, then. There we are. Look this way. Look this way. Over here. Look. Look. So you're not looking the right way. There, look. We'll look over there. I love you. You're a good girl. You are. You're a good girl? You're a bit soggy, aren't you? You got very wet on your walk, didn't you? Cold ears. In a minute, when we've done this, we'll go and sit and wrap your ears up in a blanket for a bit and warm you up, okay? Yeah, Carrie wanted to say good morning. Say good morning, Carrie. Lift your head up so she can see you. Ready? Whoop. You're a bit short, aren't you? Okay. Also, in my bag for £3, I've totally lost count of how much we've got, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 12 so far. A Tupperware butter dish. Genuine vintage Tupperware butter dish. I don't know if it is vintage, actually, because it has the more modern Tupperware logoing. But yeah, Tupperware butter dish. I've got to stop buying Tupperware. It's getting a bit out of control. Lainey says Jasper's not a good girl today. Jasper's gender fluid, obviously. He chewed a coaster. Genuine. That's what I said, Josh. Genuine. And also, these are definitely vintage. A couple of vintage Tupperware egg cups. Sorry, I was just looking to see which label these had, but I can't see them. But yeah, a couple of vintage Tupperware egg cups. Steve also had a nice melamine picnic set by Melloware on his table, but his wife wanted 5. I offered 3. She went to 4. I wouldn't go to 4, so she took it back. So she kept it. Steve would give me it for 2. Okay. Oh, I've got another Pokemon card, but I'm pretty sure this one's completely worthless. This is Charmander. Even I've heard of Charmander. This has a little number in the bottom. It says 768. See, that one doesn't have that little number. That's odd, isn't it? Lisa says, I'm late to the live because I went shopping this morning. The old car park was empty at 9:30. I thought, oh my God, people are really self-isolating. Then I looked at the opening times, not open until 10 a.m. Sunday opening hours, Liz. Leanne says, my dog's too old to chew stuff now. Also, he knows I'd put my foot up his hole. I got a 20 questions game. These used to go for really good money, but I'll be lucky if I get a tenner on it now. Where's the on button? I'll be lucky if I get... Oh, there we go. It does turn on. Shall I ask it some questions? Okay. I was supposed to think of something and I didn't. Where's the reset button? Okay. Somebody in the chat think of a thing and type it in the box there for me to ask the 20 questions, because obviously it won't be able to see and it can't hear. Okay? Quick, and we'll ask it and we'll see how many questions before it gets it right. Only one of you can play, though, obviously. Okay, so we're asking it about toilet roll. Is it useful? Hell yeah. Okay. It says it's on question 5, and I've only had one question. Can you find it in a house? There's a leading question. Normally, yes. Is it small? Oh, I don't know. Is it small? Not really, is it? No. Do you... God, this is typing slow. Do you know any songs about it? No. No, I don't, funnily enough. Morning, Maureen. Morning, Ashley. Is it black? Not usually. Oh, it's very slow. I'm keeping an eye. Thing is, bearing in mind, I don't know what it thought the first 5 questions are. I might have confused it. Because it said it was on question 5 and I'd only asked it one. Is it multicoloured? Well, I'm going to say yes, because it comes in many colours, but you don't have one mould as much. Rainbow toilet paper. Why hasn't anybody thought of that? Is it white? Yes. That's confused it, because I've just said it's multicoloured and white. Is it used by the police? Yes. Is it very large? No. Oh, life ka-ching. Would you find it on a farm? I'm going to put no, because I think from the point of view of it, it's not a farm creature or whatever, is it, Is it used for entertainment? No. Does it have a long tail? No. I don't know what it thinks it's looking for. Is it involved in movies? No. What the hell is it thinking? It's only got 3 questions left. Is it heavy? No. Bearing in mind the first 4 questions, it might have asked things like, is it animal, vegetable, minerable? Minerable? Minerable, not a thing. Bradwolf says, how's your cinnamon bogwell colour? That sounded weird, spicy bum. Is it outside? No. Funnily enough, it wasn't very scented. It's only the core of the roll. It's only the cardboard core that's scented, and it wasn't very strong. Does it weigh more than a duck? No. Question 20. It's not going to get it, is it? Does it make noise? No. It thinks it's got it. It thinks it's a hamster. Now it's on question 21. We could be here until the end of time. I thought it got to 20 questions and gave up. Does it move? No. I think it's not going to get it because the first 4 questions or whatever it asked that I didn't see. Is it used during meals? No, not in polite households. Is it larger than a pound of butter? Yes. Is anybody else bored rigid? I'm bored rigid with this. I wish I hadn't started. Does it have legs? No. Lisa says she bets it guesses right. Is it flexible? Yes. Okay, it's going to guess again. It's going to guess again. It's a sponge. Oh, no, but it's getting closer, isn't it? Okay, I think it's determined not to give up. While it's asking me the next question, I also got a Weight Watchers calculator, and I've sold these before for £10 or £12. This one doesn't have its box. Oh, it says I win. It's given up. Hooray! It was toilet roll. I'm not telling you. How do I turn you off? Where's the off? How do I turn the damn thing on? There we go. Okay. So, yes, I've sold these before for £10, £12, but I haven't got the instructions with this one. So, however, it also does smart points, so that's good. And this was all still filler bag. No, I don't want to play again. I want to turn you off. Turn off. Anybody know how to turn the 20 questions off? Perhaps it turns itself off. Lisa says you need to smash it with a hammer to throw it off. So there we go. That is everything from the filler bag apart from this one last item, which is a photo frame. Mum wants a photo of the kids for Mother's Day, and I thought, oh, reduce, reuse, recycle, I'll grab that. However, it was a bit dark in the barn, and now I can see that it's scratched, so I won't be using it for that after all. I'm all for reduce, reuse, recycle, but I don't want to give my mother a shit gift. Okay, next question. Can you play 20 questions with a hamster? Probably. Although the hamster... Well, how do I turn the damn thing off? It's still on. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's got that. Let me know. Turn off. So there we go. That is my whole haul. That is the haul and all of the haul. Nothing massively exciting. I mean, 10 quid on the 20 questions game, 10 quid on the Weight Watchers calculator, 12 to 13 quid on the mug. Even those, probably a nice little fiver. The Build-A-Bear skates should be a good 15 quid, I would have thought. I don't know about that handheld game. There's all bread and butter money there, but there's nothing that made me do a little dance, make a little love. Karin, question. How long does a medium chicken take to cook in a slow cooker on high? Asking for the chicken. 4 hours. Look at me knowing stuff, Mandy. Mandy, you there watching me knowing stuff? 4 hours on high, 6 to 8 hours on low, and it'll be absolutely falling apart. It'll be brilliant. Lisa says I'm like... Oh, it's turned itself off. Lisa Cotton says I'm like those annoying kids' toys that don't have an off switch. So yeah, not an exciting haul. The only tins I got were the Jammy Dodgers ones, and I don't think Deb Hughes' mum wants those, so that was disappointing. I didn't find the lid to my butter dish. I did get a new kettle, which was for us. That's downstairs already. I sat in the front room the other night watching telly, and I was like, that kettle's nearly boiled. And then after a couple of minutes more, I thought, there's only me here, and I haven't put the kettle on. So I went in the kitchen, the kettle had switched itself on and was refusing to switch itself back off again and was nearly boiled dry. So this made me think I better start turning the kettle off at the plug socket, because I don't want it to do that while I'm out one day, boil dry, catch fire, burn the house down, kill the dogs. But because you can't always rely on yourself to remember to turn things off at the plug socket, I bought a new kettle. Deb Hughes' mum said sorry about that. It's all right, Deb Hughes' mum, I will forgive you. So yes, I got a new kettle, and I got a new I got a massive cutlery tray, the IKEA ones that fit inside the IKEA size drawers, which I've been meaning to get for a long time. So yeah, I put that downstairs. That was 50p. I mean, you can get them from IKEA probably for a quid, but I never remember. So that was it. That was all I got. And I've been talking nearly an hour about I don't know what, nothing much. Yeah, Lisa Fencer says I've got a ghost. Jessie says you've got a thirsty ghost. It's, in fairness, the faulty kettle is also from the car boot sale, and we've had it a while, so things don't last forever, do they? But I must remember to put it in the bin, not donate it to a charity shop in case I burn somebody else's house down, eh? Josh says, please stay. Why, Josh? What am I distracting you from doing? What would you be doing if you weren't watching me? By the way, I declined that ka-ching because it was a low offer, very low ball offer. Yeah, what would you all be doing if you weren't here watching me drivel on about nothing? Alexa sent a terrifying picture. Oh God, Lisa Fenn's jumped into a bit of East 17. Josh will be cleaning 40 bits. Ashley says my hair is looking lovely. I was just thinking what a bloody state it was, Ashley. So thank you. It's got a bit frizzy where I got caught in the rain, and my fringe is separated. I need a cut again, to be honest. Not necessarily the fringe, but the hair needs a bit of a trim again. So, Karen says if you go, I'll have to get back to my busy morning of Candy Crush and Netflix. Karen, do some bloody work. Lainey be sitting looking out the window because it's not really a nice day to wait. I haven't said that. Lainey's a long way north of here. It's not nice here. Josh might have a nap. We're all very, very unmotivated work-wise today, aren't we? Mandy would be killing the kids. Lex says I should do some listening today, I guess. Stephen Bennett says, hello, what time did you start? Did I miss much? I started an hour ago. I'm about to go. Yeah, I'm afraid you missed it all, Stephen. Sorry. Luckily, I don't say anything worth listening to, so you haven't missed anything very good. Kirsten says I've got loads to do, but it's this weather, isn't it? It's not very motivating. You look out the window at the grey rain, you're like, oh, I think I'll just have a nothingy day. I'm going to the cinema. I think at this point I should probably text Tammy and find out what time we're going, because she was supposed to text me and hasn't. I think we're going to see the thing with Keira Knightley, which is about the feminisms at the Miss World pageant in the 60s. About the feminisms. Feminists at the Miss World pageant in the 60s, not feminisms. Karen says I've listed 8 things I'll have, you know. Is that this year, Karen? Well done. Right, hang on 2 seconds. Morning! What time cinema? Oh, that's not how you spell what, is it? I've forgotten how to write. Oh, no, it's got 2 T's on it. Oh, well, she'll know what I mean. Chris is laughing at those feminisms. Oh, Mrs. Carroll's in, but she says, morning, oh, I'm late. You are a bit, love. I'm about to go, yeah. Have you all not got your notifications on? I'll press your notification bell and then you'll know when I'm here, won't you? Lisa Fenn says, oh, Carla bitch pills for breakfast, was it? And Karen says the 8 things with this morning, cheeky. Karen knows I love her, and she also knows that everyone's astonished that she's done 8 listings today. She knows I am not alone in that. Look at Mandy, see? Geez, Karen, what happened? I expect she shit the bed. Does anybody else have that saying around them? You're up early to shit the bed? Is that just us? I have brought in a new rule that I have to do 10 listings a day, and I've been doing that every day this week. So the 10 listings that I did yesterday I scheduled for today, and so on and so forth, because I was not listing for days on end, and then come Tuesday I was like, right, I must do a days of listing, and then I was hating it because I don't want to do a day of listing. So I've made a new rule that I have to do 10 listings a day. So I will come off of here in a minute and do my 10 listings, and then go to the cinema this afternoon and go see the feminisms. And I don't know what else. That's about it. That's my life. That's my day. That's it. The waffle this week, by the way, is so boring that I might not bother putting it up on Tuesday. The waffle will, if you are struggling to sleep, may I suggest you don't watch the waffle when it comes out Tuesday morning. I would suggest you save it for bedtime and put yourself to sleep with it, because it's that fucking dull. Lex is going to do 25 listens today and film a video. Go Lex, go Lex, go Lex. What videos have I got coming up? So the waffle comes out on Tuesday. We've got Masked Reseller again on Wednesday. That seems to be going really well. So thank you for those of you who've watched the Masked Reseller. If you haven't joined us to watch the Masked Reseller, it is on at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. Do come along and see if you can guess this week's mystery guest. I should be filming 2 videos this week. One should be a kitchen declutter, and one should be making cinnamon buns. Whether I actually get myself together and do it, another matter entirely. Lex says, is it you? It is you, Lex. It's you every week. It was you last week and the week before. You looked really good the week before with your beard, I thought. Always Lex. The Master Reseller, always Lex. But yeah, Karen says Sarah was fab. So yeah, if you haven't watched Master Reseller from last Wednesday, go and watch it. And yeah, it's going quite well. I'm enjoying it anyway. Lisa Fenn says, will it be Justin Hawkins? Yes, it will. It will be Lex as Justin Hawkins. Not cinnamon bums. No, not cinnamon bums, Susan. Cinnamon bun. No. You do suit a beard. Mandy says, yay, they're tubs will be binned. See, everybody knows about the crap in my cupboards. Okay. The thought occurs that if we all do have to stay in our houses, if we do go on lockdown and we all stay in our houses, YouTube is going to be very, very full of all of us sitting there and going, Jade says, have a nice time at the cinema. Thank you, Jade. George says, we need a stockpile video. I don't have a stockpile. I haven't stockpiled. All I have stockpiled is Pepsi Max. In all honesty, you'll notice that in the waffle when it comes out, that I went to Costco on Friday and they had no Pepsi Max. And this got me into a little bit of panic. Got a bit scared because I suddenly realized that of all the things I'm addicted to, Pepsi Max is the one that I would actually have to withdraw from. And I didn't fancy that. I've tried withdrawing from Pepsi Max before. Tell you what, kids, it's not a fucking gateway drug. It's the hard stuff. Stay off it. Honestly, it's terrible. So that went to a little bit of a tiny spin on Friday when I realized Costco had no Pepsi Max. I went to Foreign Foods on Saturday and bought 6 crates. So I think I'm all right. I'm all right for 6 crates will probably last me 3 weeks, maybe 4. Maybe I'll go and get some more. Maybe I'll go and rent a lockup somewhere and just fill it with Pepsi Max. Lisa's making leek and potato soup for lunch. Lainey says she's been on lockdown before. I'll start a support group. Did you know Lainey had done a life sentence in prison? There you go, see? She makes out that she was housebound, but she wasn't really. She was inside. Jessie says Sainsbury's had run out of Pepsi Max Cherry yesterday. Yes, see, Costco had Pepsi Max Cherry, but I don't like it. I don't mind the raspberry, but I don't like the cherry one. Mandy says, what happened when you went cold turkey? I managed about 2 days before I was immediately unpleasant to live with. I was immediately nasty. I literally had the sugar, the whatever they put in. It's not sugar, is it? But whatever they put in there, I had the withdrawals. I had a crippling headache, like somebody was squeezing my skull in a vice. It was awful. It was really, really bad, really bad. And so, yes, I know I should give it up, but cold turkey is not the way. Yeah, Bad Wolf says I used to be addicted to Diet Coke. After 20 years, I went cold turkey and it was hell for months. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa says it's the aspartame. I presume it is. I mean, they put all sorts of other stuff in there as well, don't they? But I presume it's the aspartame that I'm addicted to. Phenylalanine. How do you say phenylalanine? I can't stop. I'm like Nanny Og. I can't stop. Nanny Og doesn't know how to stop saying banana. No. Phenylalanine. Right. Okay, Fandria says, bloody hell, I fell asleep finally and missed you again. And Ian says, Lainey is a Jason Momoa stalker. That's why she went to prison. True story. Lex says, I'm the same with crack. Right. Thank you to you all for joining me this morning. I apologize to anyone watching this who feels that I am dismissive of the dangers and the scare of coronavirus. I'm not dismissive of it. I'm just trying to keep a sense of perspective. I'm not here to offend you. However, if you are here to be offended, you are in the wrong place, because the chances are I will manage it without even trying. Shiv says I sound like the crazy frog. This is the crazy frog. Okay, I'm going to go and list some stuff. I'm going to go to the cinema later. Everybody have a good week. Thank you so much to Mandy for the super chat. Super chats are always very, very welcome. Thank you very much for that. And the waffle will be out Tuesday. The very, very dull and boring waffle will be out Tuesday. You have been warned. Do not watch the waffle and go, God, this was shit, because I have warned you. And I will be back Wednesday night with another Mastery Seller. There'll be a video out Thursday. There'll be a video out Saturday. I'm here all the damn time. You're going to be sick of the sight of me. If you all get locked in your houses, you better find some other people to watch, because I'm going to bore you rigid. Fandra says, damn it, I came here to be offended and missed it. I'll offend you next week, Fandom. In fact, didn't I offend? I managed to offend you in my What I Read video. I don't know if you've watched it. You have watched it, yes. So I managed to. Maybe I only mildly offended you. What I'll do is next time I will get your first name wrong as well as your last name, and then that's a double offence. And George said, "Steal the bogwell from the cinema." I did know. I said we've got quite a few bogwells, not because I stockpiled, but because I bought a month's worth last time I went to Costco. And I did say to Anthony, you realise if people come round here and use our loo, we're going to have to start patting them down as they come out to make sure they're not stealing our supplies. Everybody have a lovely day. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely life. Yeah, sorry about the race doc. As soon as I played it back through it, I was like, that's not a fucking name. Lainey says 24/7 lives if we get stuck in. That's it. We'll talk to each other. The one good thing, I know I said I've gone and I've said goodbye 14 times. The good thing about an online community is even if we are locked in our houses, nothing changes. We will all still be here for each other. We will all still have someone to talk to. Thank God for social media, unless the internet goes down, and then I think it might be a problem. Mark Walsh has just come in. I'm just saying goodbye. Sorry, Mark. Hi and bye. Everybody take care. Love you all. Have a good week. Hit the thumbs up button. It's there somewhere. 121 of you. All hit it now. Bang, bang, bang. Love you. Bye. Where's the out? I can never get out. End broadcast. Am I still here? I'm still here, aren't I? Still here. Still here. Still here. Anybody else still here? Is it just me? All by myself. Don't wanna be